3, 2, 1. Hi, my name's Deimos. Came into the world and no one knew me. Dr. Pinkman, he just used me. Human dissection was all in a day's work. No one knows him. What could it hurt? His experiments weren't unnoticed. Vault hunters came and they shot us. Doctor sacrificed me and I shut down, collecting dust, collecting rust. In and out of working synapse, trapped under debris. Decades later, someone saved me, luscious hair and a goatee. He studied at a law school. I found that very neat. Subsequently, he repaired me. He's my very, very best friend. Yeah, I have a best friend. After school we started up a business, worked for people, shady people. On the job I got a little cocky, that's when they got me, they killed and shot me. But Dr. Pinkman had my backup data, resurrected in this body, trapped here to perform more human testing. No escaping, no escaping. But I came home one day and the doctor, he was gone. I couldn't find his body, but there sure was lots of blood. Started my apothecary because I couldn't leave. I dream of reuniting with my very, very best friend. My best friend. Here, please take this wanted poster. I'll find you one day. Have you seen this man? My best friend. Oh my god, I think I actually did it that time.
Friend and Foe is an immaturely mature podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode description, you fuckers. Yeah, that's right, Tarquin's doing the GMing today. Suck on that.
It's BMing. Oh my goodness, you can't even get it right.
I refuse to say BM. Do we want to do frivolous facts?
Of course.
Then we'll start with frivolous facts. Riley, start us off.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, it's backfired, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm Riley, and I am Plunger today, not God.
What's the difference?
Right? Plunger is God. Plunger is a god. A frivolous fact about Plunger, oh, now I feel like I need to make it God-related, is that in the loot realm, that's what it's called. Frivolous fact about Plunger is that in the loot realm, they had a deity for a little while that they worshipped, and they called it the Great Gunsby. And it was a pile of guns that had fallen out and that just so happened to like fall and look kind of scarecrow-esque. Like they just stacked somehow to where it had like arms and a head, and they worshipped that for a while. But then another loot portal opened up and crushed it, and people's faiths were just shattered. They were crushed along with the Great Gunsby.
Very good. I thank you, sir. Nick.
Oh, Lord. How do you follow that up? Do I do introduction and frivolous fact or just frivolous fact?
Introduction.
Oh, okay. I just figured everyone already knows me. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. It's me, your favorite. I'm kidding. It's me, Nick. I play Deimos, and a frivolous fact about Deimos is that, and I do hope you can edit out this long pause as I try and think of a frivolous fact.
Phil, anytime you say on his podcast, anytime you say like, edit that out, or let me retake that, edit the first one out and I'll retake it, is he just leaves it in. And that's part of the joke. It's amazing.
You bastard. I can't believe this. Oh, what have I signed up for? Maybe you'll be a little kinder to me in that department. We'll see. Maybe not.
But I'll be doing a second edit through this. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it as it. However Phil edits it, then I'll just do the sound effects and music and go from there. Anyway, that's all behind the scenes. Edit that out, Phil.
Let's see. A frivolous fact about Deimos is that he, while trying to find his path before starting the Very Merry Apothecary, after not leaving the doctor, but after the incident with the doctor, he actually tried to start a maid cafe, and that was a horrific failure. But he took it as a good learning experience and instead opened his apothecary.
Sorry, what is a maid cafe?
What do you mean, what is a maid cafe? Are you for real right now?
Yeah, come on, Phil. You don't know what a maid cafe is?
I mean, I know the two words, so I have an idea, but I might need you to explain it.
Lay it down, Nick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is it an MAID maid or MADE cafe?
No, MAID.
Of course, yeah, that makes more sense.
Of course. Not the classic. It's a cafe where you go not just for the food and drink, but for the experience of cute girls in maid dresses serving you these things and making the experience very one-on-one.
Oh.
Not necessarily intimate, because some of them are like mean to you on purpose and you like it. It just depends. Each maid has their own like character. Anyways, it's just very themed, and it's a way for people to go and have a fun little dinner and experience type thing, I guess, is a way you could word it.
Have you been to one in real life?
Me?
Yeah, are these things that exist?
Yes, I've been to one, and I've also been in them.
Like you've been a maid?
I've worked in one, yeah.
Oh.
I've made it. I made it, dude. Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
You've made it. Why didn't Deimos's maid cafe succeed, do you think?
Because he was running the kitchen and waiting all the tables and managing and being the maid, and he was not very good at the customer service end of things. He didn't quite grasp the concept. He just liked the aesthetic and didn't turn out too well for him. Also, the food he served was rancid.
That'll do it.
Also, it was in Chartleby?
Also, it was in Chartleby, so there's that.
It's like the number of customers. There's what? I think we said there's like a dozen or so buildings in Chartleby.
Yeah. One person went on opening day, and then word spread like wildfire, and everyone was like, ooh, don't go over there. Food's bad. Poor guy's struggling.
Oh, no.
Like, maybe just walk by and wave through the window to give him moral support, but ooh, not great.
Yeah. I imagine you also, you don't have a mouth. You think you were human at one point, but doesn't mean you ever were. Though you did used to make pancakes oh no. Does that mean that Mercurius was just really nice and your pancakes were actually god-awful?
Yes. Either that or pancakes were the only thing he was good at making.
Okay.
He's trying to make like the Japanese omurice, like the omelet rice with like the ketchup writing that's like, I love you, with hearts on the top. And it's just not good at all.
Oh, man.
Lovely. What do I do now? A frivolous fact. A frivolous fact about Chartleby is that it is deliberately not on any map.
Ooh.
Any cartographer that goes there sort of goes, I could add this. No. They all make that conscious decision to not include Chartleby on the map.
That checks out.
Do they leave any sort of marking that indicates that there's a settlement or like a hazard to avoid?
Kind of like the poo emoji, just on the map. Yeah.
Yeah. So every once in a while you get somebody who goes there for the froyo and then gets disappointed.
Yeah, there's just a no context turd on the map.
Well, now I need to update the map because I have it on there.
Excellent. Right. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Let's.
Okay. Chartleby, once mistakenly referred to as the Venice of the Dunes, it is a single-track town with around 14 buildings. Normally they'd call it a one-horse town, but they ate that years ago. However, the shining beacon of excellence, the one redeeming feature that Chartleby has, is the Very Merry Apothecary. I've just worked that out. If I say it American, the Very Merry Apothecary, it sounds like that.
Yeah, correct.
But if I say it in my actual voice, the Very Merry Apothecary, It doesn't work, does it? So I'm going to have to say it in American.
Thanks.
It's all right. I'll redo that, Riley, and I'll edit that first one out. It's fine. The main feature of Shartleby is the Very Merry Apothecary, and it's just another standard day for Deimos, the proprietor of the Very Merry Apothecary. So, Deimos, what is your daily routine? I imagine you've been knocking about the apothecary for, months. What's your routine like?
Deimos starts out every morning kissing each plant good morning because a little bit of love helps everything grow. He waters them, makes sure they're getting good sunlight. He'll turn the pots to make sure they're good. And then he does any pruning and trimming he needs to do and works on potions. He likes to craft together different potions and different teas, and he really just kind of experiments with new concoctions.
What would be your proudest product that you sell at the apothecary?
The apothecary. Oh my goodness, it still sounds British. That's hilarious. Proudest thing he's made. Let's see. Probably the sign out front, which has nothing to do with any of the actual materials.
Brilliant. There you go. But I mean, it sounds like life is pretty peachy, no disruption. But hey, wouldn't it be better if you didn't have this annoying restriction band on?
A little bit.
What have you done?
What?
What have you tried in the past to try and get this resistance band off?
Just about everything under the sun. Physically prying it off, trying to hack into it to see if there's some kind of mechanism underneath the band, underneath the metal frame. I think it's probably pretty dented up and rusted over just from all the different things he's tried. He's probably tried soaking it in acidic mixtures just to see if he could deteriorate it to get it to come off, and instead just fucks up his hand in the process. So not much is working.
And just remind the listeners, obviously, because I know, because I was paying attention. But what does it do? What restrictions does it put upon yourself, upon your good self in the apothecary?
Your good self, your very merry self. It keeps Deimos from leaving. So I cannot leave. I believe it's the premise of Shartleby, and the doctor could adjust it if he needed Deimos to go on errands. But for the most part, it's if you leave a certain vicinity, it will cause you to self-destruct.
Well, conveniently, everything narratively that I need you to do is within that unspecified vicinity, so we're okay.
I'm going to jump in and do a little correction here.
Actually, please do, because I'm it's been a minute, so I think...
Actually, yeah, because you have, the closest settlement to you is, I don't fucking know. And so your last trip there, the doctor gave you I don't know what it was, 5 days or something. And so you're allowed to leave, but then you have to be back within that time. Otherwise, it's not a self-destruct, it just freezes you. It locks your system so you can't move at all.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's everything that I just said retroactively. Just edit that to sound like my voice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Perfect.
So I think I would say, because you have been, ever since the incident, you came back, the doctor was gone. Essentially, it's you have to go back to base and then you can leave for 5 days and then you have to come back, right? So you essentially, the last thing that he set is your boundary, is your time limit.
My own little purgatory.
Yeah. So you have to go back to base and let it
reset.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Hopefully we can do something about that today.
We shall see.
Anyway, it is just another normal day at the apothecary when the bell above the door, not the doorbell ding dong, but the ding-a-ding-a-ding, and in walks a customer that you have not seen before. It's you, Riley. It's you.
It's you, Riley. It's you.
Welcome to the Very Merry Apothecary. Wow, I haven't seen you here before. Where'd you come from? Whereabouts? Welcome. Come in. We have all sorts of supplies. What are you looking for?
I saw that this had pots, right? A apothecary.
We have pots.
I just came to look at the pots, I guess. There's not very many buildings in this town. A friend of mine, good friend, told me to come over to Shartleby, and I just got in town, and I heard that this is the best place around.
Just to be clear, pots with an S, correct? Because I have both, but I just want to make sure that I'm hearing you correctly.
Pots with 3 Zs, just to be down with the kids.
Yes, I think so.
Perfect.
What's the other kind of pot? Pots without an S. Pot.
Yes, correct. We grow that here. It's in the back, though. You have to show me your ID to get back there.
You can grow a pot?
Correct. You've never heard of pot plants? Very useful. You can use the pot to plant other pots.
Wow, that is crazy. Okay, I have to see this. I don't have an ID per se, but can I go see them anyway?
Sure.
Yes.
Deimos leads you to the back, takes out his little keys, and he unlocks the door to what was originally the operating room, and leads you back there. And there is just an array of probably 8 or so big potted plants, and they're sprouting little pot buds.
Whoa, I've never seen anything like this. You live up to the name, a Potter Carry.
Thank you. I appreciate the praise. How many pots are you looking for? Sorry. How many pots were you looking for?
Oh, I just came to look. Isn't this, it's like a museum?
Oh, yes. I forgot to charge you your entry fee, though. It's 1 smile.
Oh, no. He does like a bashful, like, oh, guys. You know that, like, aw shucks? Oh, you know, the Goofy movie one where he's like, gosh, all bashful. Yeah. Yep. He twirls his ear because it's kind of a long ear.
Gorsh, and he's like twirling his ear. Yeah. Perfect. Deimos claps.
Yes, beautiful.
So, your lovely, tender pot sharing moment is interrupted by the shop doorbell thing ringing again. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling!
Deimos is like,
Pardon me, I'll be right back.
and he scurries back to the front entryway.
You see in the shop 3 robots, and they are already sort of just going about the shelves and collecting items. It looks like one of them's holding a list, and they are just collecting everything they need on this list.
Welcome to the Very Merry Apothecary.
You've seen these robots before.
Where have I seen them before?
Once a month, they just appear in town with a shopping list. They come and get their supplies, and then they disappear over the ridge.
Interesting. Okay, and this happens once a month. How long has it been happening for?
For as long as you can remember.
Okay, so in that case, Deimos pauses in his tracks and is like,
Oh, it's the cleanup crew.
there's 3 robots. I'm assuming led by, well, I don't know, maybe not led by. That was sexist of me. But
If there's one thing I will not tolerate on my episode is sexism. Thank you.
I know. Sexism, I know. Classic fumble. But there's 3 robots dressed in very scantily clad maid and butler attire. 1 in a butler suit, 2 in maid dresses with little mini maid bonnets and dusters, thigh-high stockings. Very, very... I mean, it looks like the kind of thing Mercurius would just be slobbering himself over. But Deimos, I think, knows better than to stop them, but he does prefer to observe just to know what it is they are taking, as this happens once a month for as long as he can remember.
Well, they do pay.
Oh, they pay. Okay, I thought they were just ransacking. Okay. I mean, Deimos let it slide either way, but...
Deimos is just so polite. He's just like, yeah, off you go.
He's just like,
Okay, all right.
that's why he was like, oh, I'm not going to charge you to just look at the plants. I guess you can just smile for me. Stupid. But yeah, so he's like,
Well, welcome back. Yeah, just let me know if you need any assistance. I'll be here.
We are the children of Proteus. We do our father's bidding.
Correct. You are so good at it. And okay, careful with that one. That pot is kind of...
and then they knock one over and it shatters. And he's like,
No. Okay. Yep. Okay.
We are the children of Proteus. We do our father's bidding.
That you do. Okay. Are you guys almost wrapped up?
One of the maid bots brings the basket of items to the counter and waits expectantly by the till.
I come out at this point of the back room holding 2 pots. One is like obviously the mother plant, and then the other one is one of its little baby ones. I touched it and this fell off. I'm so sorry. I broke the display.
Oh, no. That's a normal occurrence. The mothers are very, very delicate. If they tend to just, pop them out. So, just be careful when you touch them. Usually at museums you can't touch, but that's okay. It looks like they like you.
and then he turns around and he's like,
Yes, okay, so...
and then he starts sifting through the things that they've grabbed at the register, and he's like jotting down the numbers on paper, even though he doesn't need to. He can just do it in his noggin. But, you gotta hold on to your humanity somehow.
Okay, that'll be...
And then he like turns and glances back at investigate Plunger just to make sure he really saw what he saw. And sure enough, he's got the whole mother plant in his arms. He's a tiny little what is he, goblin? Little goblin dude?
Yeah, little goblin.
Little goblin dude with this big ass plant. And then he turns around and continues ringing up the maid bots.
Whoa, these are some sexy ass maids. Man, I didn't realize you got that kind of service here. Where are you guys from?
We are the children of Proteus. We do our father's bidding.
Deimos turns around and is like, they're the children of Proteus. They do their father's bidding. And nods.
I know somebody who would love to be your robo-daddy. He's a handsome fella, long hair, real cool. I think that you and he would get along super well.
One of the female robots sort of turns to Plunger. Her eyebrows sort of raise as if she's about to think of a response. And then she just turns back and says, we are the children of Proteus. We do our father's bidding.
I knew a handsome man with long hair once. I lost something once.
And then Deimos starts daydreaming.
Are you not going to tell them how much it is?
Oh.
He snaps back to it.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Looks like...
And Deimos does not understand the value of the work he does. He always undercharges. That's why his business, quote unquote, stays afloat, because he can do his own like foraging to get the roots and seeds. So he's not necessarily taking a hit financially, even though he should be with the way he undercharges. So he's like,
Okay, so for all of this,
he tallies it up on the paper.
looks like that'll be 3 gold coins.
That is cheap.
You could hear his LED eyes just blink, blink. Smiles.
The other ladybot reaches into a little purse on her side and she hands out 3 gold coins. Can you do an insight check, please?
I would love to. D20.
Plunger, you can also do an insight check if you want.
Okay. Oh, I got a nat 1.
Plunger doesn't even realize they're robots. He's like, wow, she's a bit mechanical. Deimos.
Oh, not great. That's a 6.
As she's handing you the coins, you notice that she also wears a restriction band, as do her companions.
Oh, he hones in on that.
Oh, your bracelet. It's just like mine.
He holds out his, and then he points to hers. He's like,
Where, who put this on you?
You are a child of Proteus?
No, I'm a child of my sweet, sweet, loving mother, who I don't remember because I've been through a lot. Trauma's crazy on the brain. You know how it is. But wait, so is this band from your father? Your father?
We are the children of Proteus. We do our father's bidding.
Oh.
And then they turn around and leave the shop. And as you see them out in the street, they go into, the other buildings. They obviously have other things on their list to go and get.
Deimos turns slowly towards Plunger.
Do you understand what this means?
That I broke this plant. I separated this bomb, and I don't know. You say it's okay, but...
No, it's really okay. You can just, if you put it back, it'll resit. They're delicate, but they just, set it back down. It'll resituate. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, buddy.
He pats Plunger on the shoulder.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Unless you wanted to take it home. I mean, you seem kind of, attached to it, if I'm not mistaken.
It just reminds me of me, separated from dear mama too soon. She thought I was too annoying, and she kicked me out.
I understand.
I was only 30.
Oh, that's rough. I do understand, although not the annoying part. I've never been called annoying in all my life. I'm the most charming person you'll ever meet, I think. At least that's what my old friend used to say.
And a little LED tear streams down his cheek.
Oh no, there. And Plunger tries to reach for the shoulder, but being too short and his little stubby arms cannot reach that high. So he ends up kind of patting on the forearm.
Wait, no, that's not the point. None of this is the point. Here, listen, you can take the pot. We have to follow them. I need to know where they got their bracelet because I have one too, and it keeps me from traveling the world to find my long lost friend and brother, and I have to know where this thing came from. I've tried everything to remove it, and I think if we follow them, we may find the answer to my freedom.
Wow, that sounds heavy, but you know what? I was sent here. Oh, I was going to learn how to be a vault hunter. That's why I came here. My buddy, good friend of mine, I asked him, where should I start? He said Shartleby, and this sounds like a vault hunter thing to do, is to help people.
I know nothing about vault hunting, but that checks out.
Great. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to ask for some sort of payment. I'm new to this.
Well, you can take the pot.
Oh, yeah, great. That seems like a fair trade.
Perfect. All right. I have my own vault hunter for hire. I have my own vault hunter, and he's gonna help me get freedom.
And then he breaks out a little harmonica. It's not a real harmonica, it's an air harmonica, and it slaps.
Whilst you were dancing, you look out the window and you can no longer see where the children of Proteus have gone.
Oh, goof. All right, let's go.
Every victory dance has its price.
So we need to follow them to figure out something.
Yes, we'll leave it at that. If that's how you understand it, then yes. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
I've messaged you a map of Chartleby, by the way.
Ooh, okay. It's so sad. It's so sad.
For a description, right? There's a street that goes through it, a road, whatever it is, probably a dirt path. There is on one side, let's say the northwest side, a saloon, and then what does that say?
The Bankive. It's a bank and an archive.
Oh, okay. Bankive. Yeah. So there's a saloon and then right next to it, a Bankive. And then a little more north, but on the east side of the road is the apothecary. And then way further north is the junkyard. And then to the south, a ways away from the road, are the skids, a bunch of little buildings.
That's where the people live.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
Home sweet home, baby. Okie dokie. Well, there's not many places they could have gone, and Deimos is quickly grabbing a few different loose leaf tea bags and potions and things and just like putting them in a little fanny pack, and he straps it around his waist. All right, let's go.
Plunger, before we leave the apothecary, do you want to do a search check just to see if you can find something useful to take with you?
I was about to say, I'm a loot goblin, so I think that I would look around and just see if there's anything valuable. You know, old habits die hard. So that is... So when I do item search checks, I get a +5 because I'm a hoarder. Plus my normal 2, so +7, which makes it a 19. So
Holy shit.
Oh, that's good enough to find both my treasures. You find a little bottle with a weird green liquid in it, which is a strength potion, which will add an extra D8 damage to your attacks should you drink it. But underneath, you find a scrap of paper, which is a receipt dated many years ago for one Proteus resistance band. And it is signed Dr. Pinkman.
oh, hey, this seems like a clue.
I love clues. What did you find?
I'm so good at vault hunting. I found this receipt that says that it's what is it? A restriction band?
Restriction band, but I have been interchanging it with resistance band because I'm dumb. Either or, meh. The reflection band? The repentance band?
Yeah.
The repentance.
Sweatband? Yeah. So I found this receipt. It looks like it's from a doctor. You're not a doctor. Oh, by the way, my name is Plunger. I assume you're Dr. Pinkman. Did you buy this?
No, I'm... Oh, Plunger, that is an awfully gorgeous name. It's very nice to meet you, Plunger. I am not Dr. Pinkman. Dr. Pinkman was my predecessor. He is no longer with us, unfortunately. But also, he was a little bit of a dick, as they say. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to get in trouble. But you said it's a receipt for a Dr. Pinkman. May I see it, please?
Yeah, of course. Here you go. Here's the clue. A clue.
Deimos takes it.
Can we edit in, The Legend of Zelda, where you get an item? Do, 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 do.
Yeah, please. Okay, Deimos takes it. His LED eyes flicker over the page. Oh, he bought it from that guy's dad. Okay. So we do need to follow them. That's what we're going to do. You are the most amazing vault hunter I've ever met. Really, truly, Mr. Plunger, it's a pleasure to be working with you. And I can't wait to see how many more miracles you turn out, you silly little thing. Let's go.
I think I'm probably the best vault hunter I've met as well. And I've only met like 8 of them.
That is fucking rude.
You met 8 vault hunters? That's amazing. You have to tell me all about it later. Okay, and they're heading towards the door together with receipt in hand.
Okay, yeah. Where are you going to check out? As I said, you've lost sight of the children of Proteus.
Yes. So there's only a few places they could be. We'll check the nearest building, which is the Bankive.
Okay, you head into the Bankive. It's a dingy kind of building. Most of the buildings in Chartleby are dingy and shit looking. On one side is the bank part of the establishment, where a very bored, wizened looking crone sits at a counter. And on the other half of the building is the archive section, where there is just 3 rusty, manky-looking filing cabinets with a handwritten sign that says archive, except it's spelled ARKIVE, because Chartleby doesn't have a school. In fact, it doesn't even have any children. Everyone just arrives at Chartleby wizened and crone-like.
Chartleby is like the Denny's of this realm. You don't willingly go there, you just end up there. Cool, so we'll go over to the bank half, I'm assuming, or at least Deimos is going to walk over there. I don't know what Plunger's going to do. Deimos will walk over to the bank teller and put his hands very politely on the edge of the counter.
Hello, have you seen 3 robo-maids passing by, perchance?
The children of Proteus, is it?
Yes it is.
They don't have much business in the bank hive, dearie.
Oh, is that so? I assumed they always went through every building. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your time. We'll be on our way then.
It's funny what happened to Proteus, though, isn't it?
What happened to Proteus?
Don't you remember? How long have you been here? How old are you?
I'm old enough. My memory got jostled. I have head trauma. Okay, you'll have to remind me.
You've been there for how many years have you been there? 3 years? 2 years? Something like that. 2 to 3 years.
Well, it's all there in the filing cabinets, isn't it, dear? See, you made the mistake of coming to the bank half. That's the useless half of the building. You want the archive.
Oh, my mistake. I apologize. Thank you for your time.
You're looking for information and you chose the wizened old lady over the filing cabinets full of useful documents.
Oh.
You've been sampling your own stuff, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am, I did. Oh, no. It's okay. Thank you for your time.
And he's crying as he shuffles over to the archive.
You're welcome, bye.
Dear madam, may I have some money?
Jesus, you're an ugly looking kid.
Thank you for thinking I'm so young. Haha, that's very flattering, but I'm an adult, a full-grown adult.
Why are you so little then? You got polio?
I'm a goblin. I'm green because I'm green with gangrene. Nope, dang it.
You need to eat some vegetables. We don't have any here, though. It's a bank.
I heard that if I eat vegetables, then I'll turn orange, like carrots.
Yes.
Do you think that would look better than my green skin?
Well, it's like a healthy tan, isn't it?
I guess, maybe. Maybe will it just turn into a brown? Anyways, I just want some money. You're a bank, right? So that's your function is to give people money?
Well, you have to have an account.
I don't understand.
So you come in, you set up an account, and then you give us money and we look after it for you, and then you can come and get the money.
Wait. Okay. Can you describe the difference between my version of holding money is either this pouch or I dig a hole somewhere and that stores my money? What do you do?
Well, you keep it safe.
Yeah, but so does my hole, in which I store my money.
Well, that might be, dearie, but my vault, my bank safe, it's got a combination lock on it and everything. What's your hole got? Muscle clenching?
It is pretty dirty.
Oh no! Deimos from across the room, the small building, is
Plunger, I'm gonna need your help over here because I just rolled a 1 on my search check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on my way. Greatest vault hunter around.
Greatest vault hunter, that's right. Hurry.
Great, bye, lady.
Bye.
Listen, Plunger, I'll give you my account information later so you can have some gold. I don't know how much the payments are but just for now, help me find this paper because I think I have a software update for reading. I can't read right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. What am I doing?
Finding the information on the Proteus man.
Oh, hey, wait, that lady. We could have asked her. It sounds like she knew something about Proteus.
She did, but she directed me here, so if you would like to go ask her, feel free. I'll wait here.
No, she was kind of mean to both of us, I think.
I'm not mean, you fucker.
You said it, not me. You're a very nice lady. Thank you for your help.
You gotta stand up for yourself, Deimos. Can't just take shit like that. Like me and my best friend. He gives me shit and I threw a grenade at him. He threw a grenade at me. You hurt your friends sometimes, but it's you set the example that you don't take shit.
Oh, well, I did have a friend like that once, but last time I stood up for myself, it got us separated, so I don't do that anymore.
And he smiles and it's
anyways, I think I found the P category here, so if you want to just shift through those and see if you can find anything, pretty please.
Yes, I will look for that. Proteus. P.
You find records of the Proteus Robo-Works that were situated just outside town. Their ethos, as is emblazoned across all of their literature, is robots are workers, not people.
Ooh. Wow, that seems pretty old-fashioned.
What? I can't read it.
Oh, yeah, it says that they think that workers are people and people are robots, but robots aren't people. Nope, that's not right. Hold on, let me look at this again. Okay, it says that they believe that robots are workers, not people.
Oh. Doesn't affect me. Anything else important on that paper?
Yeah, they have a place just on the outskirts, it looks like.
Oh, do they really?
You know this address?
I'm gonna roll to see if I know the address. That's a 4. What is with my dice today?
I'm 4 Outskirts Street.
Oh, Oh, yes. Well, I mean, if we circle the outskirts, we'll find it eventually, so...
Hey, I have an idea, though. What if we dress up as, well, you're already a robot, but what if I dress up as a robot and we pretend to be robots and we infiltrate it that way?
That's not a bad idea. I'm very good at that.
Is there somewhere I can find, like, metal?
Metal?
Like scrap metal?
Yeah, there's the scrapyard, the junkyard just down the road. The other way, we can go...
Before you leave, Plunger, can you test your insight, please?
Yes. Okay, well, it's a 2.
Literally nothing about this plan seems wrong to you.
Plus 3. You didn't let me finish.
It's not gonna help.
Deimos was hesitant, though, because he kind of still wanted to follow the children of Proteus, just to see what all they gather and where they went.
Well, we'll still do that. We'll still follow them, but then I have a disguise to infiltrate.
We could always follow them first, see where they end up, and then pick up your disguise, and then break into whatever facility they end up in.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay, you're a very good vault hunter.
And he pats Plunger on the head.
Thanks.
Hey, it's the middle of the episode break. First, a big thanks as always to Nerdvana Games for making Bunkers and Badasses. We love playing it. If you're interested in playing it for yourself, go to nerdvanagames.com. Our amazing theme song, Vault Hunter, is by our very own Mercurius, Mr. Kyle. You can check out the full song at Mechamac Music on YouTube and SoundCloud, as well as the rest of his excellent music. If you like the sound of my voice, you can check out my podcast, Organised Fun. I play and review board games, and I also run some TTRPGs like Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, and we're currently doing Teens in Space, which has Alison and Riley in it. Riley made playlists for each of those on Spotify, and you can find links to that and my show in the episode description. Now, let me tell you about our sponsors, Zencastr. It's how we record our show. With all of us in different places in the world, we're able to easily record on their site. Riley just sends us a link, we click that, and we're good to go. They can distribute the show to all those podcast sites out there and show you listener analytics. If you want to start your own podcast, we recommend Zencastr. If you do use them, there's a link in the episode description that will give us credit for referring you.
We're going to do 2 questions because they're both kind of silly questions. They're both from Aramil. If Kimmy and Phil met each other in real life, would Kimmy slap Phil for shit Tarquin said?
Would I?
Yeah, that's the question.
No.
Question mark?
Thanks.
What about that time when he said, I can't think of anything actually. Let's just bring up some of the greatest hits.
No, I don't think I would because I feel like Phil is very different from Tarquin, but also I give it back in the podcast anyway, so I think we're good.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. So let's reverse that. Phil, do you think you would slap Kimmy for the shit she said? The shit
No, of
Fayleon
course not. No, definitely not. I mean, because Tarquin deserves it.
All right, and then question 2. This one's for Mercurius.
Oh, well, now hold on, because
what?
If I ever get to meet Ian, it's on site.
Oh.
I'm of course kidding. I love Ian.
So here's your question, though. Since Mercurius has robot eyes, does that mean he needs blinker fluid?
Yeah, we usually cut out the trips to AutoZone because it's pretty boring for the podcast.
How many times does somebody blink in a day?
That's usually when we do the prayer. So we just cut out both of them.
Yeah, we just keep them together.
Yeah, we get the AutoZone trip. We get the blinker fluid. The employees are always really rude to me because they're like, blinker fluid isn't a thing. And I'm like, I think I know what blinker fluid is because I got the robot parts, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
This is exactly how it goes down. And then bless these die.
It's every episode, too. Well, perfect. There you go. There's 2 listener questions. Thanks, Aramil. Anybody can ask us questions on our Discord or tag us with a question that you want us to answer on the show on social media. So here's the rest of the episode.
Okay, in that case, we can try next door. The saloon is right next door. We'll check in there and see if anyone's seen the children, and...
I think you misread that. That says salon?
No, it doesn't.
Salon. My apologies.
Deimos blinks. He's like,
I've lived here quite a while, but whatever you say, you're the Vault Hunter. Okay, let's go to the salon. That sounds so fun.
perfect. We don't have any hair, but maybe like a dome shine or something.
Yes, sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
You get into the saloon. Would you believe it is a dark, dingy building? There's a couple of old, like, wonky-looking tables and chairs, and there's a bar on the back with a tired-looking, but younger than the Bankive lady, bartender, just sort of resting her elbows on the counter. The saloon is empty.
Oh boy, okay. Deimos is going to confidently stride over to the bartender. Is it morning time? Good morning! I'm gonna assume it's morning time. If it's not, oh well, Deimos is not great at things.
Morning!
Well, hi there, Sugar.
Hello! I was wondering if you could inform me whether or not you saw the children of Proteus come by.
Well, sure, you just missed them. They came in, got their monthly supplies of water and juice and whatnot, and then they just left.
Do you know which direction they headed in when they left?
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry, Sugar. As you can tell, my windows are all caked with grime and shit.
Well...
Why do they need juice? They're robots.
Jesus, you're an ugly-looking kid, ain't you?
I'm not. I'm rather handsome for a. I'm okay. I'm like mildly handsome, moderate. I'm not that bad looking for a goblin. Okay.
He's a vault hunter. It just...
Oh, ain't that precious? Would he like a glass of milk?
Yes.
I would not
Oh.
say no to a glass of milk.
The pause made me think...
Wait, you would not say no? You would. You want some milk. She turns behind her where she's got like some glasses of milk. They're not in the fridge or anything. They're just on a shelf. She just
God.
grabs one, hands one to you, and then she puts it down on the bar, like the lumps. You know, like ice cubes when they jangle? It's like that, but lumps of probably cheese by now.
Curded milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take it like a shot. Just down it.
Can you roll 1d6 damage, please?
2.
There you go.
Yep. Just like mama's milk. A little toxic.
Oh my god. It is funny that those Proteus bots keep coming round, isn't it? Especially after the factory went under all those years ago. My name's Sally, by the way. Sally Exposition.
Oh, Mrs. Exposition. Miss Exposition?
It's Muz, actually.
Ms. Exposition. It is very strange. I wonder what they're still doing the rounds for.
He's playing along to try and converse and get more information.
Beats me. I mean, obviously, you know, Shartleby used to be the worker village where all the factory workers lived.
Correct.
Yep. Of course we know that. We are intelligent.
Yes, we know things.
Honestly, I know the people, you know, I know that factory, their ethos was pretty shady, but ever since the factory closed down, I think you can all agree Shartleby's not what it used to be. It used to be a 2-horse town.
Yep.
The road even used to have like a junction in it and a whole different neighborhood.
Oh, I wish I'd been there to see it in its glory days.
I know.
Do you know what caused was it ethos you said the factory to shut down?
Well, you heard the slogan, I'm sure, Sugar. Robots are workers, not people. Views have changed since then. It just wasn't, people just didn't accept it. People stopped buying Proteus products, and the factory just went out of business.
What kind of products did they produce?
Well, there was robots, but all sorts of products to maintain your robots. As you've got one of those little fancy bracelets on there, I see.
I do. I was actually hoping to find some way to remove it. That's why we're following the children of Proteus, and hopefully we can find some method of getting this stinking thing off of me.
Oh, I wish I could help, Sugar. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you. I really appreciate your exposition. I mean, I appreciate chatting with you. It was very lovely.
Anytime. Although, maybe not quite so soon, because I've got no new information to tell you, so, like, you've literally heard it all.
What kind of juice?
Who mentioned juice? Did I mention juice?
Yeah, the children.
Yeah, you said they came and they collected, like, juice and something else. I can't remember the other thing. I fixated on
Water. It was water.
water and juice.
Oh, water. That's right, you precious inquisitive little angel there. Every month, they come and get 4 gallons of water and 4 gallons of apple juice. Synthetic. There ain't no apples here.
4 gallons.
Oh, wow. Okay, only 4 gallons. That's not that much.
That's not that much, right? That's what I was thinking.
For someone who works in a bar, I don't really have a concept. Just a month's worth. If that's more than 4 gallons in your estimation, then maybe that's fine.
For like one person or for...
Oh,
I don't know.
listen, Plunger, I love you. We're on the same wavelength every time. You're an amazing vault hunter. You inspire me to vault hunt myself.
Thanks. I don't really know.
Is that rude?
Don't know.
Why is the door locked? I'm vault hunting myself.
I'm vault hunting Turns out the greatest hunt.
Content warnings can be found in the episode description, guys.
They can, just in case.
Yeah, well, that's all you're going to get from the salon, I'm afraid.
Okay. Oh, is there like a junkyard keeper?
Are you asking me, Sugar?
Yeah, well, either one of you, people that live here.
Yeah, the junk man, Christopher Junk.
He's well known around these parts for his junk.
Sometimes he lets you just go wander around and touch all the junk.
Does it cost to touch the junk?
No, I think he just kind of likes having people around touching the junk, so he just lets you come around for free.
Nice. But yeah, I think maybe let's go look at that junk. Let's look at Christopher Junk's junk. And I also imagine that maybe, since they're robots and robots are metal and scrap, when they die, they're kind of scrap. No offense, but, they might end up there, robot parts and stuff. So he might know a little bit about the children of Proteus.
Yeah, while we're there, we can grab your robo disguise, and then we'll be set for when we eventually find the children of Proteus.
Great. Let's go. Start skipping.
Start skipping, Wizard of Oz style, right down the little dirt path.
We're off to see the junk man, so we can touch his junk. You get to the junkyard.
Hello, Christopher Junk.
Hello there. Welcome to my junkyard. Feel free to touch anything you like. You can stroke it, polish it, just admire yourself in the reflection. Some of it's quite shiny, but if you need any help, you just come to me. I'll be over in the office, that dark, dingy, manky-looking building over there.
Thank you, Mr. Junk. Actually, I do have a question for you.
Yeah?
You talk to this guy. I'm gonna go digging through this junk.
Okay. Good luck, Plunger. Find the good stuff. So, Mr. Junk, I was wondering, have you ever seen one of these? And he holds out his band.
Oh, that's a bad situation you got yourself into there, mate.
Is it? You've never seen one off or detached or anything?
Christopher Junk takes it. He's a round, portly man with a bowler hat and a twizzly moustache. Maybe a monocle if you're lucky. Ooh. He steps to the side and he shows you a rack just of robot arms, just mounted, like a gun rack, but arms.
Ooh.
Every so often, one of them Proteus bots comes in here looking to get their restriction band off, and they come begging, and we cut their arms off, and it just migrates up their body. There ain't no way to get rid of it.
No way. Are you? Oh no. That can't be right. There has to be a way. I mean,
rumor has it, the only deactivation key was held by the owner of the company, and no one else.
There's a deactivation key. You're sure?
Held by the owner of the company, and no one else.
Like an NPC when you click on them again and they just repeat the last voice line.
Welcome to my junkyard. Feel free to touch anything you like.
All right, Mr. Junk, I really, really appreciate your help. I will actually get back to you if I find that key. It seems like people come to you to try to have the band removed. So if I can find that key, I'll use it for my band and I'll bring it back to you, I promise.
You've got yourself a great business deal there, mate. You bring me that deactivation key and I'll give you anything you like from my junk.
That is amazing, Deimos says, as he knows that you can take anything from the junkyard regardless. You are so generous, Mr. Junk. As always, I appreciate all of your assistance. Yes, I will hopefully be back with the key. Wish me luck.
Good luck. I really hope. I don't like ripping robots' arms off.
I don't imagine you do. I also don't like ripping humans' arms off, but, c'est la vie.
Who would do that? That's just...
I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. I haven't done that. I'm just saying, if I did, I don't think I'd enjoy it. All right, have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, I go over to Plunger. What'd you find?
Well, let me do an item search check. Shit. I rolled a nat 1.
You find nothing useful. I am disallowing you from finding anything useful.
Oh no, what about me?
Well, if you want. Actually, Plunger sees something that he thinks is useful. He lifts it up and it is actually just the lid of the shit heap.
Oh, that stinks. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, mate. The flush is broken.
His 5 senses are temporarily, low.
Also, the steps are really slippy, so do a traverse check just to make sure you don't fall in.
Oh, no.
Also, Jesus, that's an ugly looking kid, isn't it?
Damn it, why does everyone think you think they've never seen a goblin before?
A what?
A goblin.
Deimos cups his hands around his, LED mouth. He's a vault hunter!
Oh, blimey.
And then gives a big thumbs up.
If anyone can help you get that deactivation key, it's bound to be a vault hunter, isn't it?
Yes, sir, Mr. Junk!
And a very competent and kind of maybe handsome-ish, if your standards are really low, you might find me somewhat uniquely attractive.
I can see why most of the people around here look like jacket potatoes.
Thanks. So I rolled an 11 on my traverse check.
Oh, that is enough to stop you falling in the shit heap.
Thank God.
Oh, that was a close one. Wouldn't be the first time I dug around in some shit, though.
Is that where you get your name from?
What?
Oh,
Never mind. I rolled an 18 on my search check.
What does a plunger have to do with
I
shit?
don't know. Couldn't tell you. Beats me. It's been a long time since I was human. I don't quite remember the process.
I mean, look at this thing. This thing's awesome. He takes out his plunger and starts like suctioning it to pieces of junk and then picks it up with it and then like detaches it. It's like a grabber. You can like put it on your head and he suctions it to his bald head. This thing is so rad.
Oh, if I were falling down, you could catch me with it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How joyous. I love it. I'm going to try and find some more useful items.
Yeah.
Mr. Junk said that if we bring him back Actually, never mind. We can take whatever we like. It's junkyard policy, so let's find something useful to bring with us as well as your little disguise, shall we?
With an 18, you find a workable pistol.
Ooh. Deimos. With a gun! All right. Deimos picks it up and looks at it for a minute and then looks at Plunger to see if he's looking.
He's still playing with the plunger and just like suctioning it to things.
Okay.
Completely distracted.
Perfect. Deimos puts the gun in his fanny pack and zips it up.
Riley, do we need to go through all of the what gun is it? Can we just say pistol?
You can just say pistol and then later we can roll a pistol and Deimos will have it in the future.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that's all you're going to get from the junkyard.
Perfect. All right. So I think in the meantime, Plunger, as you've been like picking up random scraps of metal and shit, Deimos is like,
All right, let's bring that back to Mr. Drunk and see if he has some duct tape or something we can use to just tape it onto you. I think it'll look very nice.
My plunger?
No, the junk you were picking up with it, the little scrap metal pieces.
Oh, that's just junk. We're looking like to make me look like a robot, you know? I rolled a nat 1 on my search check, so I don't even like comprehend that I could use the metal that's clearly around.
You know, that's all right, buddy. Let's just...
and Deimos just leans down and picks up whatever, like maybe it's like metal roofing or something, some 2 foot by 2 foot piece of metal, and leads Plunger by the hand back through the junkyard and to Mr. Junk.
Mr. Drunk, do you by chance have any duct tape or scotch tape even? Maybe some super glue?
Hot glue.
I got a needle and thread.
That works.
All right. And then Deimos, do I need a strength check to see if I can like bend it? I want to make him like a Doctor Strange collar to just go around like the back of his neck.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Strength isn't even a thing.
Strength isn't a thing.
Like an interact.
Interact. Strength isn't even.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. Yeah, do an interact check.
My bad. My filthy D&D ass. Okay, that would be. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I do. Okay, 18 plus 2. 20.
Wow. Yeah, you can bend that into whatever shape you like.
Perfect. You know what? Actually, I'll bend it into the shape of a pot, and then I will put it upside down on top of his head.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Does it have a hole for my head?
I think it'll be like hat, so it'll just sit on your head like it'll sit on top of your goblin ears, so it doesn't like fall down over your eyes or anything.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But if you wanted to, you could pull it all the way down to be like, no, this is my robot head. Totally.
Love it. I love it.
Tell you what, I'll blowtorch some eye holes in it. No need to take it off.
Hot. Should I roll some damage for it?
Yeah, go on.
Oh gosh, that's a 6. On a D6, is that what you wanted me to roll?
Why not? I only used my little kid-sized blowtorch for the kids, you know.
Is that I would say that goes to my health, which fire is double damage against health, so 12 damage.
Oh God, he's gonna die before we even.
I know I'm pissing about, but if you were at risk of dying, like I'll stop.
I'm a vault hunter. I can handle it.
It's okay.
Jolly good.
I like the idea of me possibly dying before combat even happens.
I also do have health potions, so worst case scenario.
Shartleby is a dangerous place. Just exploring will get you chefed right up.
Does Plunger have a Bryu coin?
God, I hope not.
Are you asking? Do you want to ask him?
I'm asking gods plural.
Like I'm gonna know. He buried it in a fucking hole somewhere.
You know,
Oh no.
if he dies, maybe you'll find out, you know? He does have a way of respawning.
Oh God. Oh. Okay. And then quick question, because I'm catching up on note taking. What was the name of the facility, the factory?
Oh, the Proteus RoboWorks.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Christopher Junk.
Hello, mate.
Nice junk you have. I like it.
Thanks.
Where is the Proteus Robo Factory, RoboWorks?
Didn't you see the address in the bank hive?
Yeah, it said 4 outskirts outskirts street.
Well, that's where it is, numbnuts.
No, my nuts aren't numb. I can feel them.
No.
I really want him to kick you in the nuts right now.
Go for it.
He does. He kicks you right in the nuts. Take a D4. We'll do. All right, I'll roll a D4.
Oh yeah, you can roll the damage.
Because it's not going to hurt very much because he's got really, really soft loafers on. It's a 3 damage. More of just a tickle of the bag, really.
Yeah, definitely not numb. I wish it was. I wish I had numb nuts now.
Holy shit.
Deimos has like a hand over his mouth in shock. He scurries over.
Plunger, no. You've got it all wrong. You're supposed to touch his junk, not the other way around. We should probably go now. Thank you so much, Mr. Junk. You've been very helpful.
You're welcome. And remember our business deal.
I remember it, and I will hopefully be back in one piece.
I'll see you soon then, mate.
Deimos, do you have any grenades? I'm out.
Yes. I mean, it's not like a regulated grenade, perhaps. It's kind of sort of a homebrewed grenade. I tested them once, and they work.
See, sometimes, like my friend and I, good friend that I have, we throw grenades at each other from time to time.
Yes. Yeah, the grenade friend. Yes.
Yeah, so he just kicked me in the nuts. So, like, as a sign of friendship, I wanted to toss a grenade his way.
Oh, I see. Okay.
May I borrow?
I think perhaps...
Hurry, he's going inside. He's going back in.
Yeah, yes.
He gets nervous and just hands you a tea bag. He teabags you.
That's a weird grenade. Okay, I'm going to try and throw this at him. A 10.
For throwing a tea bag.
Yeah.
It just hits the side of Stephen Junk's office and sort of slides down. It's a used tea bag as well, which, like, why is Deimos carrying that? Who knows? But it just sort of slides down the wall comically slowly. Stephen Junk doesn't even notice, doesn't come out. He's,
Yeah, okay, I got him. I run away before I even know, just expecting the explosion.
Nice.
Oh, it must be on like a timer. It's cool. I'm sure it'll explode later. It's going to be hilarious when it does.
It'll be great. Trust me, it's going to be ginormous. It's just the timer sometimes gets a little, homebrewed weapons, a little unpredictable. Just give it time.
I get it, yeah. Sometimes we would like mess with loot and like try and homebrew some weapons and grenades of our own, Lots of people die. That's the fun of it.
Well, that's what happens, right? Okay, so let's find Outskirt Street?
Oh, I wish I remember.
I can't recall.
This place is pretty big. It's going to be hard to find one road.
Oh boy, we could always...
Whilst you're deliberating, the children of Proteus appear.
Deimos waves.
Fellas, over here!
They ignore you, and they start walking to the outskirts of town.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
I think we follow.
We follow for sure. Wait.
And then he looks and he resituates your pot head, your pot helmet, and then pats it on the top.
Okay, perfect. You look great. They'll never know.
Thanks. Hey, you look great too.
Little LED blushies show up on his face.
Thank you.
The three robots head out of town and they turn off the main track. They are not at all bothered that you're following. They just carry on single-mindedly on their route. First, they come to an expanse of sand. And as you watch, the robots start to sort of tiptoe across. And you see the sand is writhing with Alaspan sand vipers. You're going to have to do a sneak check to follow the robots across the sand.
Oh, these robots, they're getting lucky. What you really have to do is this sort of like dance movement. And he starts sliding his feet and then doing these little like jumps and slides, just like in Doom.
Okay, well, you can roll a traverse then.
But I would say, to his disadvantage is that he's just doing this because he heard about it on an Echo show called Dunes. Yep. Which is very different, very legally distinct.
Roll the damn dice.
Would you consider this terrain traverse?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't think that's in the spirit of terrain traverse. Although you are like, sand is a terrain that it can be difficult to walk through. So yeah, I'll give it to me. 11.
Okay.
Yeah. And Deimos?
Oh my god. I'm doing sneak rather than traverse. I rolled a 11 as well.
Oosh. The limit was 12.
Uh-oh.
You both get bitten by sand vipers. So, Plunger, you take 6 damage, and Deimos, you take 3 damage.
3 damage.
Probably because you're metal and the sand viper's fangs sort of like...
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, do they have like a corrosive bite?
No, it hurt Deimos less because he's metal.
Because metal bits. Yeah, my junk, unfortunately, is numb, so Deimos gets bit on the ankle and just, casually, shakes it off and keeps walking.
Plunger gets bit on the hip because he's not that tall, so it's not that hard to bite that high. He's like, son of a bitch. Kidding me. Dunes lied to me. Paul Atreides nuts, you're going down.
From the distance, you hear Christopher Junk. Paul Atreides nuts. Oh, we got some of those. You should have asked. But there you go. You are across. Next, you come to a rock face, which you see the children of Proteus just clambering up. Now it's traverse. Test your traverse to follow them.
Oh, this is definitely terrain as well.
This is also, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a dirty, nasty 20.
Ooh, okay.
Plunger just sort of scrabbles straight up like it's easy.
Certainly is.
Oh man, this reminds me of climbing the old loot mountains in the loot realms. Come on up, it's super easy, and if you can't do it, you're a chump.
Okay, I'm certainly not a chump.
Oh, fuck. I got a 4.
The horrific thing is, whilst you're climbing, Deimos, you happen to look up to check like how much higher you've got, and you see up Plunger's trench coat, which naturally makes you lose your balance, and you take a little tumble. Oh, it's only another 3 points for damage though, so you're okay. Slow burn.
Oh, psychic damage. Oh, Lord.
Deimos, built tough.
Hey, you saw where he keeps his gold.
Oh, you saw the old gold hole.
That was just I'm not a chump. I'm not a chump. I saw your junk. I'm not a chump. I'm not a chump. Was it the gold hole or the gold pouch? I can't.
I don't know. Both are things that I have on me.
It was the roll of 2 quarters.
Okay, I re-rolled again, and this time I got 19 plus 3.
Second go, you're up. Well done.
Yeah.
Sorry about that exposure.
It's fine.
In the loot realm, it's kind of like you just find clothes and they don't always fit you. Like this duster, obviously, this trench coat was not made for a goblin. So you can, like, I've ripped it at the bottom so that it's not like dragging as like a wedding dress train.
Deimos is nodding, but he's not listening to anything that you're saying. He's just like the meme of the guy with the war flashback behind him, like eyes wide.
And it's just like, I think it's really stylish. He doesn't wear a shirt, by the way. So it's just this duster, and then he's got these like black pants on. So yeah, that's a sight.
Well, you get to the top of the rock face, and finally you see the Proteus Roboworks. It is like a small wooden shack / house, but with a huge derelict sort of factory complex behind it. It is nothing more than a shell factory complex. The Roboworks has been out of business for, 84 years. Let's just pick a random number, 84 years. So that is all just derelict. It's, as I said, nothing more than a shell, but the shack looks a little more cromulent. As you are looking, you see the robots approach, and a wide sort of flagstone paved area surrounds the house. The robots take a very specific path across the flagstones, but they move really, really quickly, so it's hard to spot which exact route they take. Insight, please. As long as one of you passes, you will be fine.
9.
It's not Plunger.
Okay. It's not Plunger. 17 plus 4, baby.
Plunger is sitting there wondering, oh, is the heart of the desert in there?
I thought the old lady threw it into the sand at the end. Anyway, thankfully, with Deimos's computer processor brain, he manages to spot the exact route, and he leads you across to the front door of the shack.
I want to just like kneel down and hold my arms out behind me to be like, all right, get up, little guy, and piggyback a Plunger the whole way across.
Oh, hell yeah. My little leggies are tired. Thanks, Deimos.
You have to say, oh, Deimos, I'm flying.
I'm flying, Deimos. I'm flying.
I'll never let go, Plunger.
I'm king of the sand.
If you had failed, the dodgy pavement stones would have been electrified. So well done, you.
Oof.
Finally, you are at the door to the house.
All right. I still have Plunger on my back, like a little backpack, just staring at the door.
Should we, is it courtesy to, like, if you're a vault hunter, do you knock or?
No, you don't normally knock. I'm making up the rules as we go, but yep, Vault Hunter manual here says don't knock when you're going into like a hostile place. Wait, we don't know if it's hostile. We're infiltrating. We're going to pretend we're children of Proteus, so we just go in like we belong, right? Did the other people knock?
Oh boy, I was too busy looking at the path they took to pay attention to how they entered the building. I apologize. I'm going to assume they didn't knock.
Yeah, I imagine not. So
if they were treated like workers and not like people, then they probably wouldn't have to knock. Let's just go in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay, and I'm going to grab the doorknob and turn it.
Inside is a gloomy, dilapidated kitchen. There is kitchen counters with, a sink and stuff and cupboards along one side. There's a dining table in the middle, and the supplies that the robots got from town are just all, on the table. The 3 robots themselves are plugged into charge stations along the left-hand wall, and above them is a 30-day countdown timer that is ticking down now that they've plugged themselves in. At the table, there is a skeleton in a chair.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, do you need to recharge?
No, I'm good. I don't need to. No, oh shoot, that skeleton. Do you think that's the guy? Do you think that's the...
Is it like a human skeleton?
Yes.
That looks pretty big to be the skeleton, like that's not a normal skeleton.
On your terms, correct, yes. I think that may be the father. Have they been gathering these supplies this whole time to nourish a man who's already passed?
Oh man, that's dark.
It truly is.
Daddy Proteus, I call out. Daddy Proteus!
He's not here.
Test your insight.
I have a 15 plus 4.
You notice that there is only that batch of supplies on the table.
Oh.
They've not been piling up.
Huh. Where are these supplies going then if this man is dead?
As soon as you say the word dead, the robot's eyes flicker to life. Error. They unplug themselves from their charging stations and advanced in a combatly manner. You are going to have to fight the children of Proteus.
No, roll for initiative.
We are the children of Proteus. We do our father's business.
We are the children of Proteus. Brothers and sisters, I love you.
Children.
I'm home.
Proteus.
Ah.
Can you do a talk check, please?
Something I'm real good at.
Shit.
8 minus 2, so a 6.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, damn. I have a 14 plus 3. 17.
Thanks.
I got you.
Ineffective. They literally just error. Thanks for listening, badasses, and thanks to Kyle for doing our theme song, Vault Hunter, but also this week for doing the music for the intro song. And thank you so much to Nick for singing it. You can find Nick at NickTrusty on all the socials. Now, Riley wants me to thank me for BMing and doing the initial edit of this. So thanks to me, you're welcome. You can follow us on all the socials and join our Discord and hang with us there. Links to everything we talked about can be found in the episode description. If you want to support the show, you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, put up a billboard, whatever. Get the word out there. It all helps us to be as successful as possible. It's the holidays coming up, so you could go get yourself a gift from our merch shop. Get a t-shirt or a coffee mug featuring Tarquin, or, one of the other characters if you like, I suppose. We also have a Patreon. At the free level, you can listen to part 1 of our spicy hot sauce adventure. At the paid level, you can listen to exclusive episodes like our Honey Heist episodes run by Surrey and Moss as Drake Wilson. The next part for that should be coming out in the next week or so, provided Riley gets his ass in gear with the editing. We have another bonus episode coming up soon. Way back after we recorded 2 or 3 episodes of the show, we recorded an introduction to us and our characters. Riley scrapped it for some reason. I'd completely forgot we recorded that, so it'll be a complete surprise to me when it does come out, but he's decided to put it on the Patreon, so hooray. Now, the holiday season can be a difficult time for people with mental health, etc. So this is a reminder that you're a badass and you are not alone. Do whatever you need to do to keep up with your mental health wellness. And that is it. Stay tuned for part 2 in 2 weeks. And I will leave you with this. Remember, 80% of success is showing up. The other 20% is being an absolute fucking badass. Bye!
Vault Hunter, I'll watch your back if you watch mine, Vault Hunter. Those bandits better run and hide. You got your 20-sided die. You got a sparkle in your eye. You got your guns. Let's get some.
Play that fucking harmonica one more time. And the signature is... what's the doctor called? Dr. Pinkman. No, he's the...
Pinkman. Yeah, Pinkman. Yeah.
It was Dr. Pinkman. And it is signed Dr. Pinkman.
For a Dr. Pinkman.
Plunger gets bit on the hip because he's not that tall. So it's not that hard to bite that high.
Next,
He's like, son of a bitch. Kidding me.
next, you come to a...
Dunes lied to me. Paul Atreides nuts, you're going down.
Oh my god, shut up.
Okay, I'm done.
From the distance, you hear Christopher joke. Paul Atreides nuts. Oh, we got some of those. You should have asked.
Boop.